Right then, hello. We are continuing on our app here to make a tech tree like thingy. Last episode, all we really did was make this code to make these toolbars. This toolbar merge. The plan is for it to be something like this in the end, where you can place out components, inputs and outputs, and then drag wires between them. Now here I've come up with more ideas since last time. I mentioned type for the color coding of what's done on that. I thought that might actually be useful for this part too. So we could potentially just color the name on top here. And the other thing is I want to include associations. Each of the things we type in there on our components, such as if it's an electronic circuit, I want to have an associations part. We can associate the name electronic circuit with that icon and this color. And then whenever I use electronic circuits in here, like drag from over here to over here, the icon should show at output and the input of the things that need it. So let's just add in that part right away. For now, all that will be is we add here associations. As that will quite simply just be a part. Part under project here. A part of the project. Right then. Now let's implement the thing here. The component. So we need to add in a function, and if component is true in the function over here, then we'll trigger a pop-up. Where we write the name. Yeah, just read the name, since I'll be having associations over here. So I want a pop-up on the center of the screen. Part of the main rectangle. This is a whole toolbar. Let's just note that off as the toolbar. Never tried the stack layout before, but I think it would be nice for menus. If I understood it correctly. We did look slightly into it last episode. For some reason I don't remember. Yeah, so it just goes with index and shows whatever. And let's take this example right here to see what it's like. It'll fill parent, so the whole thing. Let's make a cropped version here. see, rectangle anchors dot top, or anchors, then top. Let's see, we'll give this an ID toolbar. And the top here should be connected to toolbar dot bottom. Left toolbar dot left. Right toolbar dot right. Bottom parent dot bottom. And if you then place this in here, remove the column there, then this goes on top. Or does not interfere with the toolbar. But I want the toolbar to be higher priority. So we say, I hope this works. Let's see, if they set this 2 in the toolbar, then yes, all of these will be higher up. And will therefore just go on top of the background here. Now let's make a mouse area here. And the conflict. I want to change layout dot current index. If 1, then 0, else 1. Right. Ah, right. Layout current index equals 1, 0, or the same for 1. Okay, so that's how easy it is to change screens like that. I guess before we add the components, let's call this one the associations screen. Right, I guess the function name down here. Print you on. Do action. Takes in the command. And so over here, we then call the function. Do action, and we call it using this thing right here. Now we'll just do console.log command. So now I should get two things in the chat. Do action is not defined. So it can't read the functions of a grandparent. Okay, so we just have to add it in here then. So at this point we could really just have put it straight into there. But I guess this helps if we do end up making a separate JavaScript file later. Then you're able to set it up to be just a function. Right. Is there a proper... There is a case command in JavaScript. Case command match command think switch right switch command switch command case. Let's see an example. Associations. Let's see. We'll call this main layout. Main layout dot current index. Did my switch case still work? Nothing happens when I press those. But yes. Pressing associations did take me to the screen. Perfect. Yeah, this all just fills the entire screen. Is there a need for implicit foot? What happens if I just do this? Perfect. Weird to see a rectangle defined without any width defined. What gray did I use up here? Dim gray. So I guess dark gray. Probably a fine background color. But the main board I want to be black. Yeah, seems okay. Now it will automatically return to back to the main place when we press save or whatever I'll choose to do here. I guess we should have a button that allows us to go back as well. So that's the board. And all I really need to do then, I put in board to here. So over here, case board, main layout dot current index is 1. Right, we have to put break after all of this. We have to terminate our cases. Case switch works a bit weird in JavaScript, I have to say. Though we could continue doing it like this. Right now that part should work. Associations, board. Associations, board. I do want to have a better name for screen switching. So in main layout there, add a function, switch, screen, which takes in name, and then case, name, or well, switch, name, case, board. Alright. Case board. We'll do current index 0. Let's actually swap these around as well. As we'll having 0 as the base makes most sense. And we'll just copy that. Alright, forgot to add it in break. Break. Case associations. It should go to 1. So now instead of these, I'll say minutes dot switch screen associations. I can even just say switch screens command. Same over here. Nice, nice. Right, adding components. This here is a crucial part. On the board here, I would need to be able to add in my own things. Need to be able to add in components at runtime. But how would I go about doing that? Let's see, is there... I can get the children. I mean, let's try something out. Make a function in here. Add the component. And that's it. If we then do board dot children dot append rectangle width 200 height 200 So it does not add me like me adding those brackets into here. It does not like QL code inside of the JavaScript part. Yes, then get a component ID component in lowercase, important. Rectangle width 200 height 200 color red. Okay, so now I add the component into the children. I never set it to trigger. Add a little bit of a comment there. Pages. Here we'll have functions. Case component. So if it's a component, we want to do board dot add component. component over here. Or will it? Yeah, it's dusk. If you can call it from all the way over here. I forgot how to break. But doesn't matter as long as nothing is below. Okay, component. Friend is not a function. Guessing this one's for better. But weirdly, we got no error from it. Children plus equals component. Okay, this time I'd actually like for there to be errors. Because now I don't know what's going on. Okay. The children property contains a list. Non-visual resources you want to reference by name. It is generally not necessary to refer to these properties when adding child items or resources, as the default data property will automatically assign child objects. Okay, children resources. Data. Allows you to freely mix visual children and resources in an item. If you assign a visual item to the data list, then it becomes a child, and if you assign it any other object type, it is added as a resource. Ah. Okay, so data. Table 3. Okay, why does it not work? And why is there no error? That's for the next part. Hmm. I mean, if I just add this right here, it should be visible, right? Yeah. Ah, but so I can clear out the console log board dot children onto that before and after the operation. Okay, so now it should have a children and a child from before. I misspelled. Console. Okay, so there's a cubic rectangle there first, but afterwards, nothing. Let's try this then. Because I believe the new keyword. Hmm. Right then. I guess we'll try to add in another QML file to the project. So that we can get an uppercase letter thingy. So add new Qt item model. No. QML file. Choose. That's it. This should be from. You can't use components anymore. What would be another good way? I guess you can call it process. Yeah, I can't use item either. But I guess process should be. We'll call them blocks. Blocks. There. This automatically been put into the CMake. Here we have our block. Block here is just a rectangle. We'll make a new block over here. Type error. Mm. Ham. How would you add the children? I don't understand. I think I've done it in any previous projects. No, I haven't. Not the... Wait, no, I did do it once. It ended up being a failure due to a performance issue. I guess it's in trash here. No? Trash, doesn't sound right. Compiler tests, no. Work tests. Celestial Chef. Probably. think graph tool here. qt.create qml object. That's how you do it. It's a bit sad to... it is a bit sad that I've gotten this rusty. But I guess it does make sense for a few months without using the program. Okay, board. Ah. Wait, why did we want that? Ah, this here assigns an ID to it. So we don't need that, I don't think. See. Let's add... well, I guess a block. Another two. If we remove this part and that part, right, here we added a component. Our add component function does not need that anymore. Perfect. We now know how to add things to our board. And I guess this was actually a good change in multiple ways. As having this being a separate file is probably for the best. Cleans up our code quite a lot. I will worry about the Draggable parts of it later. First I want to make the pop-up. Or... now, at first I was thinking just a tiny thing in the middle of the screen. Just right here saying what sort of name do you want, and then submit or add. Cancel. But maybe you can just add so it starts a new association process. Like takes you to an entire different screen where you put in all the info you want. Nah, let's try to keep things a bit simple. Okay. Right. Right. Small pop-up in the center of the screen. Let's just define a pop-up. ID component. Or I guess from now on I should be calling them blocks. Block naming. Here to block. And block. And this should be calling an add block function. So this too should be called add block. Important to do such changes now. Well, it still wasn't really that much to change. Well done, I want to add a... let's do some copyage. Text. Yeah, looks good. With parent dot with alright, this should center it in the top of the rectangle, I think. Hopefully. Ah, right, we cheated it with just saying font type pixel size. There is not a truly dynamic text box. Text here should be name. Here we need to add a property, string name. Oh, name is required. Required property string name. So no need to put in a default for it. How do you format strings? Ah, right, but that part comes afterwards. We already checked that it's will add children. First part here is making the pop-up visible. This area is not even a function of that. It is a function that will go in here somewhere. There. What's the opposite of control Z? Analyze fixed now. The block naming dot visible equals true. That's all this what this add block function does. Huh. Yeah, no, because the thing will be moved to the pop-up. Rectangle. Rectangle. Oh, this pop-up have its own width and stuff. Width. let's call the main window for root. Root dot width divided by 3, height height root dot height divided by 3, rectangle parent no, anchors dot fill parent color white. Okay, so now we have a pop-up. Okay, X should be root. I guess we could even just do parent dot width divided by 2 minus width divided by 2. And then they do something similar for y. That's it. Parent dot height divided by 2 minus our height divided by 2. Yes, it's entered. I wonder why we have a border around this. I also wonder, does pop up when it's open and enters the screen? So here we have a simple number animation. I mean, that there would look good. Because I can't really see the whole thing. It's a number animation that makes the positive from 0 to 1. But it doesn't say the timing. Right, yeah, why doesn't it say the timing of the number animation? The duration? Interesting. You know, this here just looks wrong no matter how I do it. The number animation 2 from, yeah, duration. I guess it just has a default duration set. Cool. I just sort of wanted to be a bit faster. Duration 100 milliseconds is all you get. And this rectangle. Yes, I do want it to be white. But come on now, there must be a better white to use. Silver. think will be more fitting for our program. And let's also do radius as width divided by 4. Oh. It's now properly called color. Close pose. Determines the circumstances under which the pop-up closes. Press on outside, not close. Default is close on escape. Yeah, escape seems good. Oh, so that's already set up. So get it done. Escape does not close it. But the close on press outside is active. Only works with model pop-ups. Oh, there is an error here. It's either closed on escape or closed on press outside. In our case, it was closed on press inside. But it's a bit weird, the edges there. I don't like it. I guess pop-up has no radius. You know. So I should have just done a normal thingy, but, well, no. Let's just continue with this. Let it not bother us. Let's see, here we got a text. The text should be as follows. I guess just name. Then text input. Let's see, the y here should be parents dot height dot, or divided in 2. Okay, I have a text field here, and name does pop up there. Okay, so now let's try this. If I put in the property allied, then qt dot allied middle. horizontal alignment qt dot align horizontal center. Oh. Horizontal alignment would rather have. I think this is the same. Yeah. Ah, right. Anchors dot center in parent. That one I use a lot. That is probably how you do it. Right. But we don't want it to be in the center. We only want it to be in the horizontal center. Anchors dot horizontal center parent dot horizontal center. Ah! Those things we don't need. Font dot. Let's see, pixel size is parent dot height divided by 3. Okay. What happened to the text input? Oh, there. It's just too small. Let's make it so that anywhere in that area I press. Yes. Okay, so I don't actually want it to cover all of it. Let's see. Width should be that times 0.8. Same for the height. Then anchors dot horizontal center parent dot horizontal center. Anchors dot top should be parent dot vertical center. Let's see if that played out how I wanted it to. Sort of, yeah. Let's relax this a bit. 0.9, 0.9. Also, I guess instead of doing half, meaning 0.5, do 0.4. It can start a bit higher on the screen. But, on this one, I do want a proper automatically sizing thingy. Alright, is there... Is there a thing here? Is there a... What am I trying to say? uh, is there a... Really now, what am I trying to say? I want the text input. Is there a... Yeah, no, I have no clue. Ah, there, yes. Pre-edit text. Let's say, if you add in a pre-edit text, which is then not component name, block name. Pre-edit text is a read-only property. Ah, right. That's what pre-edit text is. What I want to do is to put in a default text here that just goes away whenever they start to type. It's what I want. I feel like I've done something like it before, but I have no clue whether it was easy or not. Let's say I did not do it for this project. Did I do it for my game? Try the dungeon run. Ah, right. My solution here was to just have it highlighted by the start. Oh. Right, hold on. Let's run the GI dungeon again. Okay, here I do not have a automatically adjusting text size. It still shocks me a bit that yeah, had such a thing for continuing this project before, but now I do nothing for it anymore. Oh, wait, isn't that... Yes! The part up there. I can recover old knowledge. That there is the bag, which has no specific file. It's not the bag per se. It's the left, message box. Font size mode. Text.fit. That, in combination with the wrap, is how I did it. It was not allied. Allied. Let's say. we don't have any use for it anywhere over here. Well, no, let's use it for this part. The anchors we get rid of. Oh. And of course, those are properties of text, not text input. Hmm. Analyze done. Yes, height times 0.4 could be a good starting point. I want the text to start as just underscores and select it. Highlight. Right, display text. Second set to this holds the same as text. Otherwise, this property holds the text visible to the user while the text oh. It's gonna separate, but that's not exactly what I wanted. Right. I want to default highlight the whole thing. It is a bit sad that I have to go back to my old code in order to look at all of this. Now I'm very curious about let's not look for it. I was curious about when I actually last worked in this. To see just how bad is my memory. 4 months? 5 months? Longer? I don't know. Ah, no, it's right. Read on fault, clip through. Oh. Oh, well. Ah, yeah, no, I should just get focused. So far, I've had to click. Ah, select all. You can also set up selection colors if it seems bad. It does seem bad, But at this moment, I am unsure about what would look better. So it focus through. Now in theory I should just be able to type right away. No. Why? That should. Yeah, I force the focus to be true when component completes. Yet I still don't automatically enter it. Why does the focusing not work? What could possibly be taking the active focus? Hmm. A force active focus. Okay, that's right. Force active focus. Nice. That works. See, instead of 30, let's add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's limit. 38 is the maximum length. And yeah. Hmm. Mm. Oh, upper capital. Okay, let's make the maximum length 50 actually. And font dot pixel size should depend on length. If length lower than 20, it should be that. And it goes past 20, it should be height times 0.2. Okay, a very long maximum length. this could be pixels, not characters. Let's just remove the maximum length. If people want to break it, they can. Let's have this activate on 30. This is the limit to when this is the limit to when it could actually look nice. Alright, if I just have clip the tree. Then yeah, you'll only see the final part of it. I was let's set a limit. Max. Let's set it ridiculously high. 600. If people really want to, they could name their component something like this. They'll only see the bottom few lines at a time. But it should all still be saved. And that's the limit. Let's round it down to 500 characters. Here again, I'm spending too much time on perfecting the what happens in the unlikely to ever happen edge case. As a wise man once said, the most common mistake of a smart engineer is to optimize something that shouldn't be there. I feel like I fell into that trap right now. Yeah, we're already on the we already spent 80 minutes on this video. If you didn't also figure out how to add children during that time, but still. Finished. Okay, will that accept my enter input? Yes. Very nice. Unaccepted. We will run this right here. Where this here will be text. So if I say copper plate, copper plate. Copper. Ah! The issue was plates. It was not. There we go. That was that part. Ah, I think I know why it's losing active focus now. Because it is created by a pop-up we simply turn invisible. The component on completed shouldn't activate when. But then why did it actually work? We'll find out. That's it. In this function, I also want to do block naming dot visible is false. Yeah, what happens if we do this? Click out, block, contains name. If we do this, block, retains name. I feel it's fine if it retains name, but let's see. On active focus changed. I want to select all. Now first time, create a first component, second component. We do retain the name, is we make copper to copper plating. But that will automatically highlight in case we don't. Here, let's just import our regular Qt Quick libraries. Qt Quick layouts and Qt Quick controls. Okay. Now to make something more out of this. Let's have a look at our Draggable code over here. Let's put its code into the rectangle. Does this now mean that our block I create? Idle. Yes. We now have a Draggable block. That's a great achievement. I hid it off screen, but it's still there. Even though it's not visible, it will retain knowledge. But wait. Right now it's over there. We move this. That was an obvious test. But if I full screen, yeah. It follows the window. So if I take something off here, then I won't be able to see it. I also do something like this. Sure. If there is a will, there is a way. So this is how it looks in full screen now. Not too bad, but there are some things which are outside of what I hoped for and expected. And this here looks quite awkward being so big. But it would also have looked awkward being as small as it is down how we usually have it. So do you feel it makes more sense to have it relative? Well, but this is a very positive test. We've already come this far. Now I just need to add a output point here. Input points whenever you land it anywhere. Well, there's still a lot of to add, but now we have the basic things down. Or the basics of the basics. Inputs and outputs will just be like these. I mean, this is really exactly how the inputs and outputs will be. Yeah. But if you then choose associations, like adding a square image, that square image will appear on the thing. I also like the effects it's having out here. Is that just because of my... Oh, that's just because of my monitor. It sort of looks like this copper here is glowing. Very nicely. Oh. Whatever was created first gets the highest priority. Or the highest sub. Drag. Area. I guess. Clicked. Rest. Then I want to make said one. Iron. Copper. Copper is above iron. Iron is below copper. Ah. Let's see. said is drag area dot rest question mark 2 or 1. Copper, iron. So now that I hold iron, it's higher up in priority, but when I hold the copper, it's higher up in priority. And neither of them go above the toolbar. Very nice. Perfect. But yeah, so inputs and outputs really will just be like this. Oh, accidentally cleared the background there. Inputs and outputs really are just the same thing. In this case. Actually, the outputs we don't need at all. The final components will be the output. I guess we could call it a neutral name. Node, which stands for either inputs or outputs. So we have nodes, which will be the inputs and outputs. Just a big thing, or storage, I suppose. It's a bit user-defined. This is not a game after all, it's more of a tool. So a node will just be a thing that you can drag wires to and from in any direction. And it shows the name and the icon. While a block on the other end. Oh, I closed the picture. While a block on the other end will be have a name, have a list of inputs, show its output. Yeah, I guess that's how we drag it from it. Dragging to it, we drag it into the list area. Dragging from it, we just drag it from the symbol at the end. I guess I could move the symbol at the end there up to the naming part. Hmm. But to really make further process here. Alright, I never thought about this either. The wiring. I guess I just need the mouse areas on the object. Interesting. How do I swap between drawing wires and dragging component? I guess maybe I should have a part on the tooltip up here where we just toggle wire drawing mode versus dragging mode. Yes, that makes the most sense. Or the name. Yeah, I guess it's just the name. When dragging the name, you drag the object. When you take anything here on the node, like this whole part here, you'll drag wires to it, or from it. Close the picture again. And on blocks, pressing anywhere in this area will just attach you to the item here. And going up in this area, I guess, this corner right here, will put you... make you start dragging wires for that. Very cool. Okay. If it is a no, let's add another property in there. Property string type. By default, we'll say node. And let's say only in that case, this I guess we'll just shorten it to add, and then here we say block. Yeah, the case for no. Here we do board dot add node. Right, yet again, you can just feed the command into both of these. So we need to rename the thingy. It's not add block anymore. It's add and then type. Hmm. I guess we'll add type here too. Type property. Property. Property type. Node. property string type node. So then in here, let's see, have that part down. And afterwards, we want to do type. Here we didn't type. Much naming. That's type. Let's just double check that all this works. Uncompleted. Okay then. Uncompleted. What? Why is there no incomplete? Is there there's an on type changed. Console.log type. Oh, this here was outside of the switch case statement. That became a block. Well, that is no. Right now I can't really differentiate between blocks and nodes, but the change did not apply because I've set to be default as node. So I can't see any functional difference right here. They are fundamentally different. Very cool. Oh. They retain usual ordering afterwards. In order of when made need. Anyways. I feel like the next important step then would be to add in the associations. I was also going to have this, but I mean, I'm a bit conflicted on something here. If I write, for example, 3, should it appear here in the middle, where the box was? Or should it appear up in the corner here? The one way having it up here, up in the corner, makes things easy. Like, it's easy to think around it. Because one issue with having it appear in the center is that it could appear right in between all of your other logic. Hmm. So, and I guess associations is next. And there I think I'll just make a pure JavaScript file. JS file. But this here will be so difficult to word. Because I want to just say item and items. But those are QML keywords. What do I call items? Because yeah, block is the... It's like the process. Because yeah, this thing here is what I now call a block. This here is a node. This big square at the end here is also a node. It's just being visualized for outputs now. While everything around here, yeah, are blocks, wires. It's what I call items. I mean, I guess I just call them items at this point. Because I could say where's, I could say things, but items just clicks the most right. And we won't need a specific QML object for it. So there is no conflict with the item. Okay, yeah, no. We're calling it items. That's it. I want to add a new file, a JavaScript file, which will be just items.js. I forgot the difference between a stateless and a stateful library. There's so much I've forgotten. It's very disappointing. Analyze, right. Oh, Draggable library is apparently something important to have in each of these files. That's how I import between JavaScript files. Let's see. This is how I import the JavaScript files into QML. And that's where I call it items. Right. Right. That's where the capital letter comes from. Class. Now I want to open an example which I don't even have on this computer. Because there I also did something special. Here and made... Oh wait, no, of course I did make classes here. Yeah, I call the class game item. I could call them text. Items removed from there, text added instead. Yeah, that makes sense for text trees. They're different texts. So this is a library import as text. But I want to also make a tech class. Yeah, no, anyways, all of that JavaScript nonsense, or I call it nonsense, but once I properly get into it again, that will be in my best sense. That is something we'll do in the next episode. Here we end it for this episode. Yeah, no, I probably don't even need to add a comment there. I won't be able to get this project up in mind until the next time we do stuff on it. Yeah, we now have a project where we can make things. We have made a sticky notes program so far. Yeah, very cool. Oof. Ah, I never thought about that. I also need a way to delete them. We'll add in that option when this whole part is more fleshed out. Anyways, yeah, that will be it for this episode. Hope to see you in the next episode. Goodbye.